Hey everyone, welcome to another video. As you can see, I've got my collection of Lethal Enforcers video games. I've got the first one, the original, I've got the Mega CD, I've got a Genesis version. So you might be thinking that I'm a big fan of this game from this little collection here that I've got, but as a matter of fact, I've never played this game. The reason I've got all of these isn't because I seek these out to collect them. I just happen to pick these up as I've been collecting video games over the past few years. I actually had two of these ones, and I just recently sold one because there's just no point in having two. And I got all of these really cheap. You know, it was someone was just selling one on like a local marketplace. One came with a bunch of other games, and that's sort of just how I ended up with them. And I've also got Lethal Enforcers 2 here, and quite good condition as well. If you don't know this game, apparently it was quite a big deal back in the day, and it was quite successful. It started out as an arcade cabinet in your local arcades, and it was one of the best-selling cabinets back in 1992, I think, and maybe 93. And then they ported it onto the Sega Mega Drive and the Genesis and the Mega CD or Sega CD. And I'm pretty sure they were all pretty successful as well. And they were quite controversial back in the day as well. I think from what I'm remembering, and if I can see it on Wikipedia here, if I can find it, it was controversial, and they used this game as an example of how bad video games were in Congress. I think they passed some sort of bill, were trying to pass some sort of bill. Yeah, so in 1993, there were congressional hearings on video games led by Senators Joe Lieberman and Herb Kohl, K-O-H-L, and they showed Nintendo and Sega the Konami Justifier, which is what the gun is called, the Justifier, and which was bundled with the games. And they showed how much it looked like a real revolver. And apparently at the time, a lot of the major chains pulled the games off the shelves, like Toys R Us. This was along with Night Trap and Mortal Kombat, which were also part of the hearings. This is interesting. So this here, the Genesis version, you can see it here, was the first to be rated MA17 by Sega's Video Games Rating Council. MA17. So this here is a part of history, and Sega, from what I remember, was the first games company to have their own age ratings or classifications for video games, and now you see it on every video games, especially here in Australia. They're quite pedantic about that whole thing. They even ban video games from even coming into the country. So look that up. Yeah, so yeah, bit of history here from Lethal Enforcers. And like I said, I've never played one of these games, but it was popular. So basically, you've got your light gun, you shoot it at the TV, and kill the bad guys. And they use digitized photos, digitized photographs and digitized sprites. And so it was rated quite highly. You know, a lot of the publications gave it like top scores, like 80%, 82%. Into the 90s, Electronic Games gave it 95% for the Genesis version. I'm guessing it was Mega Magazine placed the game at number 35 in their top 50 Mega Drive games of all time, and number 6 in their top 10 Mega CD games of all time. And Screen Rant listed it as the 9th best light gun shooter of all time. So there you go. So this game is a pretty big deal, I think. When you think about it, it's a pretty funny name, like Lethal Enforcers. Basically, you're the law and you're going to use lethal force to stop the bad guys. And the gun is called the Justifier, which is just hilarious when you think about it. The Justifier. Alright, so With this Genesis version, this was actually, from what I can see, it's from an Australian video store called Dragon's Lair, and they've included the Code Buster on here, which I'm assuming lets you play Genesis version games on the Australian Mega Drives. I think that's what this will be for. So here's the justifier. You've got your blue light gun. On this one they've engraved Dragon's Lair on there, so that's pretty cool. You got a manual, it looks like a photocopied manual, not the original. In this one you've got the original manual plus the game, and underneath here we've got the Mega CD game. And this one I'm not too sure about. It's a pink version, and the reason why they're these colours is so they don't get mistaken for real guns. I'm pretty sure that's the reason. You know, if you're pointing this out the window, no one's going to think it's an actual real gun. So that's why they use these bright colours for these light guns. But this one's interesting because you see here, these plug into your Mega Drive like that, like with a regular cable. But this comes with a different end, which means it looks like it's more for a PC or something. But on here, it's got this little note saying not all television sets are created equal. This is funny. Our Lethal Enforcers game gun will work with most television sets on the market today. However, some older models don't respond to the sophisticated electronics used in this product. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know if this was for a computer or not. I'm assuming it is. Like I said, if you know, leave a comment because I have no idea. So yeah, that's it guys. Hope you enjoyed my video. Let me know if you like this game, if you own it. Is it worth playing? Should I play this game? I'm still unpacking a lot of stuff, and my old CRT TV is gone and I have to get a new one. Yeah, until I get a new old TV, I won't be playing this anytime soon. But when I do get it, is it worth playing? Because I've got a lot of games to get through, which is one of the reasons why I've not played this yet. But yeah, if it is a really good game to play, let me know and I'll get right on it. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.